We've now seen 3 ways we can create named ranges. But what if we make a mistake, or we need to go and update a named range? Well, fortunately, we have a great tool to help us, and it's called the Name Manager. Once again, it can be found on the Formulas tab in the Defined Names group. And here's a big button, Name Manager. Now, sorry to the Excel for Mac users, you don't have this tool, but if you click Define Name, it gives you a slightly simplified version. I'm going to click on Name Manager, and this opens up my Name Manager. Having a quick look, we can see it lists all of our named ranges, the cells they refer to, some of the values, and even the scope. Now, if you're finding it hard to see things, you can actually modify this dialog. First of all, you can make it a little bigger. So if you come to the bottom right-hand corner and hover till you get that double-headed white arrow, click and drag and make it to a size of your choosing. You can also adjust your column widths. So for example, if I need this value column to be a bit wider, just come between the values and the refers to and click and drag. And now I can actually see more of the values. So feel free to modify that to your needs. There's also a little button on the right called the filter button, which will allow you to filter to see only certain named ranges. For example, you might only want to see ones scoped to this worksheet or names with errors. So you have that option as well. Predominantly though, the Name Manager is here to allow you to delete, edit, and even create new named ranges. Let's see how we would go about doing this. Now, in my enthusiasm, I have created 2 employee ID named ranges that refer to the identical range. Excel doesn't mind at all, but as a user, I'm going to run into problems. I'm going to get confused. So it's a better idea to only give a single name to each range. So to get rid of one of these, I'm going to click on the first one and then just click the delete button. Excel double checks, are you sure? Please be sure. If that name is being used in a calculation somewhere, that calculation is going to break. It's not going to replace the name with the cell references. It's just going to throw out a name error. So make sure that you're not deleting something that's currently in use. I am sure. I'm going to press OK. And it's gone. I'm now thinking that actually I deleted the wrong one. That was probably a better name. So I'd like to rename this emp_ID. Now you can either double click on it or single click and press the edit button, and this opens up the edit name dialog. First of all, I can change the name, so I'm just going to click in between emp and ID and type an underscore. I can also change the range. So if I've added a new row to my HR database, I can come and make that A39. Easy. What I can't change though is the scope, and this is something we looked at in the last video. Quite important to get that right up front. Everything's good now. I'm going to click OK and back to my Name Manager. Finally, if you want to, you can even create a new named range in here. So if I click the New button, it automatically picks up the cells I currently have selected in the workbook. I can give it a name. I could adjust the range if I want to. Because it's new, I can change the scope. Click OK and you're away. I don't need this range, so I'm just going to click cancel. And then I'm done managing my names, so I'm going to click the close button. So just to recap, the Name Manager tool can be found on the Formulas toolbar in the Defined Names group. Once we start working with name ranges, we can easily use this tool to edit, update, and audit our named ranges.